So what if the future of city cars isn't about some wild, groundbreaking new tech, but about a super clever return to the past? Well, that's exactly what's happening. Renault has unleashed its new Twingo, and it's way more than just a car. Honestly, it's a strategic move that's about to completely rewrite the rules for affordable electric vehicles. Let's get into how they're pulling this off.
Yeah, that quote right there, it gets straight to the point. This isn't just about dropping another car onto the market. No way. This is about completing a strategic trio. See, alongside the Reborn R5 and the new R4, the Twingo is that final critical piece of Renault's grand plan to reclaim its own heritage and use it as a weapon in the EV wars. This is a revival with a very, very clear purpose: to win back the hearts and minds of city drivers.
For years, it was just a rumor, right? A whisper here, maybe a concept car there. But now, it's official. The Twingo is back. And believe me, this isn't just about dusting off an old name for a bit of nostalgia. This is a statement. Renault is making a huge bet that in 2025, the real key to an affordable, fun, and genuinely urban electric car doesn't lie in the future, but in its own incredible past.
Okay, think about it. In a world full of electric cars that kind of all look the same, how do you create an instant icon? Well, the simple answer is you don't. You bring one back from the dead. The new Twingo's design is basically a love letter to the original from 1992. But this is a calculated, strategic move, not just some random whim. It's all about tapping into a design language that people already know and love.
I mean, just look at the family resemblance here. It's incredible. Renault's designers have pretty much surgically extracted the soul of that 92 classic. You can see it right there in that unmistakable silhouette and that friendly little face that's been brought up to date with modern lighting. And the whole design is just so clean and no nonsense. It feels both timeless and futuristic at the same time. You know, it's a car that's just designed to be drenched in bright poppy colors because the Twingo's job is to stand out, not to blend in.
This car is just designed to make you smile, and it's all in the little details. The head of design, Lawrence van den Acker, even jokes that the oval rear window looks like an old TV. I love that. And you see those protective pads on the bumpers? That's a clever little nod to the harsh realities of trying to park in Paris. It's just practical charm, baked right into the car's DNA.
Now, this whole retro-futurism thing isn't an accident. It's a really well-thought-out strategy. The Twingo is part of what Renault calls its imaginary line, a collection of cars that pull from its amazing design history. You can think of it like a greatest hits album, just re-recorded for the electric age. This isn't just about nostalgia, though. It's a strategic moat. They're using a history that their competitors simply can't copy.
But look, a charming face is only going to get you so far, right? The real genius of the new Twingo is actually what's happening beneath the surface. It's in the clever, cost-effective engineering that gives this car its soul without totally emptying your wallet.
So, these numbers here, they tell a really interesting story. 163-mile range, 80 horsepower, that might not sound like a lot, but that's the whole point. The Twingo isn't trying to be some highway warrior. It's purpose-built for the urban jungle where being agile and efficient is what really matters.
And inside, the ways they saved money are clever, not cheap. Renault borrowed parts like dials and screens from other models to keep costs down, but then they injected that classic Twingo quirkiness everywhere. You've got that big, friendly hazard button, that's a direct callback to the original, and there's this whole ecosystem of smart accessories, like a storage box that also doubles as an armrest. It's personality on a shoestring budget, and it's brilliant.
The design is fantastic, the interior is clever, sure, but none of that is the real revolution here. Renault's true secret weapon, the thing that could honestly send shockwaves through the entire industry, is the speed at which they brought this car to life.
Under 2 years. Let that sink in. In an industry where car development is normally measured in like half decades, going from a blank sheet of paper to a car that's ready to roll off the production line in less than 24 months is, well, it's basically unheard of. It's the car world equivalent of breaking the sound barrier.
So what's the secret sauce? How did they do it? Well, it's basically a three-part formula. First, they turned to their new super-efficient R&D center in China. Second, they built the Twingo on a shortened version of the same electric platform as its bigger siblings, the R5 and R4. And third, they just made smart, practical engineering choices, like borrowing a proven suspension from the Capture. It's a total masterclass in working smarter, not harder. So, you've got this iconic design, a clever interior, and a development cycle that's faster than a lightning strike. But what does all of that actually add up to? Let's look at the final and most crucial pieces of the puzzle that turn the Twingo from just a cute city car into a genuine strategic weapon.
And here it is, the knockout punch. A starting price of under £20,000.
In today's EV market, that is not just a competitive price, it is a declaration of war. That price tag puts every single competitor, from the big European players to the new wave of Chinese brands, on immediate notice.
This car has one single focused mission: to be Renault's champion in the fight for Europe's city streets. It was engineered from the ground up to fight back against that rising tide of budget electric vehicles, and it's using its uniquely European personality and deep heritage as its main weapons.
So when you boil it all down, the formula is almost deceptively simple, but it is absolutely brilliant. It's fast to build, which keeps the costs low. It's affordable to buy, which opens it up to a whole new generation of drivers. And it's all wrapped up in an iconic design that's so packed with personality, it is almost impossible not to smile when you see one.
You know, the Twingo is more than just a car. It's a compelling argument. It's a potential blueprint for the future. It proves that electric cars can be affordable, they can be desirable, and they can be full of character. And it leaves us with this one big question. In an age of ever-increasing complexity, is the future of our cities maybe just a little bit more Twingo?